Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest Brinite theories in Season 1. And that is, if you look at Team Towers over there, there is this rift that has been moving about the Brinite map for the past few weeks. And now it is ready to activate. Welcome everybody back to another Brinite Season 1 video as the build-up to Brinite Season 2 only gets more and more exciting every single week. We today are going to be talking about this little thing here, the rift, ladies and gentlemen, and the fighting in Team Towers has officially begun. Brinite has also revealed what will happen if Shadow win at Team Towers, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, you would rather have Ghost win the fight at Team Towers, because the result of Shadow winning will be insane. Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, we have 18 days until the next season of Brinite Season 2. And the hype for Season 2 gets bigger and bigger every day. As you guys know, the new Dexter skin is in the shop today. And if you don't know, the Dexter skin looks very much like a spy skin. We'll get more onto that in the next few days. But as you guys know, the war has now shifted to Team Towers. And as you can clearly hear and see, Team Towers is ready for war. Now this is where the stage was in the last Happy Brian Day update. This is where the stage was. And the gas station has now returned. Only a section of the stage actually remains. But what is that rift over there, and what is going to happen if Shadow win the war at Team Towers? Well, let's go through the first scenario, and that is Ghost win the war. Now obviously if Ghost win the war, all Shadow factions across the map will be defeated and the war will end as early as the next two updates, so that's V1.40. So it is not V1.30, V1.40 could see the end of the war altogether, but in V1.40 we also have the end of season live event where that device that is on its way to Team Towers could still activate. So that'll happen. That's what's going to happen if Ghosts win the war. If Ghosts win the war, we'll go into Season 2 as early as August 4th, with the end of season live event being on August 3rd. That is what will happen if Ghost win war. Now what will happen if, let's say, Shadow win the war? Now let's just say the result's not going to be great, as literally all of the areas that were taken over by Ghost, we will have to fight again. So the Shadow bosses, they will move back to Stamford Bridge and we will have a fight there. Team Towers will be taken by Shadow, obviously, and the Shadow soldiers will only get more powerful. And they will go across the map, and let me just show you what will happen in a proper look in game. Now my cousin has just joined the server because I forgot to turn the lobby back to invite, so like everything that I've worked on. But let's say Team Towers will fall to Shadow and a war will take place here at Stamford Bridge. If Shadow takes Stamford Bridge, the war will move back to the castle and Shadow will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually they will take over the map and Season 2 will look completely different. However, if Ghost win the war, as I've just said, this whole Team Towers will be taken over by Ghost. The rest of the island will fall to Ghost. In fact, as of now, if we look at the whole map is taken over by Ghost. So ladies and gentlemen, it is clear to see that Ghost have pretty much already won the war on the Brinite map, and we're now just waiting for the final result. As you know, the last remaining Shadow soldiers are at Team Towers. and they will most likely be defeated by the Ghost faction, meaning that Shadow have already lost the war, which is why they are pulling this weird device thing to Teen Towers. That is why they're pulling it there, because they know that they've already lost the war, because the entire map, look, ghost flag, the last remaining Shadow flag is here at Sideline Shore, and even that is now under attack by the Ghost soldiers themselves. There is no hope left for Shadow, but the question is, what is this weird rift down here at this building? What is it going to do? Will it rift us to a completely different island? Is the war going to get worse? Or has it got a bigger storyline in Brinite Season 2? If you guys have enjoyed this video, give it a like and of course subscribe, and I will see you soon for another Brinite video. Goodbye.